Okay, so common size, 45 by 49.
Hold on, Mont. I screwed up. Sorry.
You were going to stop when you started.
Start there.
Okay, so what we have is a filter leaf. This one's 44 by 49. There's different sizes, common 44 by 49, 45 by 49. We're going to zoom in a little bit. This is the nozzle, go into the manifold of the filter. You'll have an O-ring in that groove. There's normally a lip seal, rubber lip seal that goes in that groove where you put that on after the cloth. And then important, this groove here is the cloth sealing groove. You need to make sure, we'll show when we get the bag on, that you've got to go over that lip and into that groove to get a good seal. So, now we will try to show you how to put a bag on. So, side of the bag. Get started. You go about halfway down. When we put this seal on, it's a very tight fit. And you'll want some slack in the fabric so you can get it down over that ring.
And it's important that it's tight because that will ensure a good seal and there'll be no leakage going on.
This one actually is a little bit easier than many. Okay, so that's nice and sealed, snapped all the way around. After that's done, then you put the flat gasket here. And start sliding the bag down. Another important thing to remember is make sure that this seam on both sides is right along the edge of the leaf. Especially when you start pulling it over the top, it's important so things line up. Okay, so there's an outer side of the flange and an inner side. So what you want to do, start with the inner, pop that rope over the vibrator button, put the slit in there, that keep it even. Check, make sure, how's the twist on that side?
It's a no twister. At this point, double check again. You want me to?
Because it'll twist when you're putting it on.
Yeah, now it seems lined up on the channel here.
Okay, and then some people want to use like a nut driver or a screwdriver, which is really bad. Piece of wood. You run a risk of tearing the cloth if you use that, or pinching the cloth. It can be tough on your fingers, but I think it's the best way to get them on. And there's kind of a trick. If you go to the opposite side of the leaf you're putting this on, grab that underneath and get it up, and then just kind of roll it over. It's not quite as hard on your fingers.
And once again, making sure your seam is always straight in the center.
You see that? That's a pretty decent fit. You can't get much tighter than that, or you'll be pulling on the bag, but it'll make a good seal across the top. Same thing with the outer.
Popped off.
Okay. And just kind of roll it over. So, pretty nice fit. A little bit of sagginess over there, but once these get hot in operation, they kind of shrink on, seal everything off, and in normal conditions, they stay sealed. Okay, and again, normal, especially on a smaller leaf like this, you don't need any extra devices to keep that flange over. It'll stay pretty solid on there. It'd take a lot to roll that off. But some people feel more comfortable, or maybe they have a problem with mud getting up in here. So we've kind of got two options. You can either put a string with a loop, just go around, and you know, I'm not great with knots, but you can see you could go down and tie that off however you do it. We got both pieces, or we can put two loops and then just put a simple zip tie and good to go.
Yep. And just keeping in mind that the zip tie material you use should be compatible with your application. This is a polypropylene zip tie with a polypropylene bag, so just something to keep in mind. If you're using zip ties, make sure that the appropriate material is compatible with the application.